Dear viewers, welcome to Tell It As It Is TV. We'll be bringing you ancient and modern true life stories with graphic images.
Please note that characters and some environs are fictional.
This story is sad and true. We hope our viewers will be able to learn from it. Please do well to share this story for the betterment of our society. The 3rd day of August in 1996 was an exciting one for football lovers in Nigeria and across the nations of Africa as the Nigerian national team emerges victorious by beating Argentina in the final of Olympic May football games in Sanford Stadium of Atlanta, Georgia. Shortly after the tournament in Atlanta in the United States of America, in the bustling town of Onitsha, Anambra State, Nigeria, was a time of hope and ambition for many young Nigerians. Among them was Chijioke, a 16-year-old boy with a heart full of dreams and feet that dance with the promises of greatness. Chijioke was a footballer, one of the best in his neighborhood. Every afternoon after school and every evening after chores, he could be found on the street playing football with his mates and boys from the neighborhood. He goes to the government field to perfect his dribbles, his kicks, and his strategy on Saturdays after breakfast and on Sundays after church hours. His dream was clear. He wants to play in one of the A-listed clubs in Europe and one day wear the green and white jersey of the Nigerian national team. His family believed in him. His father would often boast to the neighbors, "That boy, my son, will make us all proud. Just wait and see." His friends envied his talent, and even the local coach occasionally came to watch him play, nodding in approval. For Chijioke, the future was bright, and every kick of the ball brought him closer to his dream. It was a sweltering afternoon when Chijioke and his friends decided to play a game. They had finished their schoolworks and gathered in government field at Fegi. Laughter filled the air as one of the boys, Ekene, proposed a new game. "Let's play a chasing game," Ekene said. "I will run and you all try to catch me. Then someone else can take a turn." Chijioke grinned, his competitive spirit flaring. "Let me go first. I will show you how it's done." The others laughed and agreed, and Chijioke took off. His powerful strides turned the game into a spectacle. As he ran, his friend chased him, shouting playfully, "Hold him! Get him! Catch him!" The playful cries carried beyond the field, attracting the attention of onlookers. A few curious adults paused to watch, misunderstanding the situation. "What's going on?" someone asked. "They are shouting to catch him," another replied. "Maybe he's a thief." The assumption spread like wildfire. Within moments, strangers joined the chase. The shouting intensified, and Chijioke, looking back, saw the growing crowd. His friends, struggling to keep up, were soon swallowed by the mob. Fear gripped him as the shouts turned angry. He realized he was no longer playing a game. Chijioke's heart pounded as he ran, but his legs began to falter. The mob was relentless. They caught up with him, dragging him to the ground. A man shouted, "Thief!" and threw the first punch. Others followed, their fists and sticks raining down on the boy. Please, I am not a thief, Chijioke cried, but his voice was lost in the chaos. Blood streamed from his nose and mouth as the blows continued. The mob's anger fed on itself, growing with every strike. His friends arrived, out of breath and desperate. They screamed, "Stop! Please stop! He's not a thief." It was just a game, but no one listened. In the frenzy of jungle justice, reason had no place. The violence escalated. Someone brought a container of petrol. Chijioke, barely conscious, lay on the ground, his body bruised and broken. Tears mixed with sweat, and blood rolled down his cheeks as he looked at his friends, their faces etched with terror and helplessness. "Please," he whispered, his voice barely audible. The petrol was poured over him, the sharp smell cutting through the air. A match was struck, and flames erupted, consuming the boy's body. His friends watching in horror as Chijioke's dreams, his life, and his future turned away. Fear gripped them, and they ran, unable to bear the sight. The news of Chijioke's death spread quickly. His parents were inconsolable. His mother wailed, clutching his football jersey, while his father sat in stunned silence, the weight of his loss pressing down on him. "My son was not a thief," his father whispered to anyone who would listen. "He was a boy with dreams." The community was divided. Some mourned the loss of an innocent life, while others justified the mob's action, citing the high crime rate as a reason for their swift judgment. Chijioke's friends were forever changed. The image of their friend's death haunted their dreams. They stopped playing games, the joy of their youth replaced by fear and guilt. One of them, Ekene, stopped speaking altogether, his voice silenced by the weight of his role in the tragedy. As the flames of Chijioke's tragic end flickered out, they left behind a lingering question: how many more dreams would be extinguished before the lessons of justice, empathy, and humanity were learned? Let citizens stop taking matters into their own hands and report any crime to the law enforcement. An innocent, promising, talented Chijioke, full of dreams and hopes, would have still been alive today, and maybe making the nation proud and be celebrated if we have done the right thing. Here ends our today's story. But let's ponder on this. In a society where law enforcement was often absent or ineffective, people took justice into their own hands. But at what cost? A life was lost, not to crime, but to misunderstanding and the unchecked fury of a mob. As the flames of Chijioke's tragic and flickered out.
Moral of the story. This story teaches that acting on assumptions without empathy or proper judgment can destroy lives, emphasizing the importance of patience, strong legal systems, and valuing every human's dream and dignity. We hope the story taught us a great lesson. Please subscribe, comment, like and share.